Hi, my name is Kristen Salazar. I am a veteran teacher here at Eisenhower High School, and I teach in a variety of different pathways. But the first pathway I'm going to talk about, or what classes I'm going to talk about, is in the graphic design area. For freshmen, you guys can take Graphic Design Fundamentals, which gives you a basic background of the different Adobe products from InDesign to Photoshop to Illustrator to Dreamweaver, and we do a little HTML which could lead into a web design class. From that class, then we go into what we call Graphic Design 1 or Graphic Design 2. Those are basically classes that my sophomores, juniors, and seniors can take for credit. In all those classes, it's project-based. Everything's done in class. Everything, you are given an Adobe account, and then you guys can work at your own pace in those variety of classes. If you ever come into my classroom, you'll see a wall full of magazine covers, and that's what we do as one of the projects in Graphic Design Fundamentals. All right, in the graphic design area, we do have competition areas at the Business Professionals of America organization offers, and that is graphic design promotion, which you design a product ahead of time. They give you the category or the stipulations of what they are looking for, or you can go into where you can take a test that lasts 90 minutes, and it kind of gives you a rubric to follow, and it's called desktop publishing and advanced desktop publishing. This is a great way to get involved in a CTSO here at Eisenhower High School. All right, another class that freshmen can take next year would be computer applications. And I just want to let you know that computer applications at the high school is completely different than what you take in the middle school. We focus on Microsoft products such as Word, PowerPoint, and if you decide to take advanced spreadsheets, that's also available. And we also look at trying to get certifications, which looks great on a resume for your future. In regards to Business Professionals of America, once again, there are several categories that kids can compete in those variety of Microsoft events.
Hi, I'm Miss Rustum, and I'm inside of the digital media pathway. Digital media kind of touches all the world in journalism. As an incoming freshman, you have the opportunity to take AV Production Fundamentals, which is essentially Intro to Videography, or Photo Imaging, which is essentially Intro to Photography, and both of those classes count as a prerequisite for both Video 1 and for Newspaper 1. We call it newspaper, but we've gone completely digital, so it's not the classic print paper, but it is all digital. It's our Ike Media EHS website, which houses all of our news stories, all the photos and videos and those sorts of things, and that's kind of the intro to that class. And then Video 1 is the class you would take after AV production, and that considers to be like your first year on what we call Ike Media. So you'd be your first year on staff, so you have the opportunity to do things like social media, broadcasting, videography, podcasting, you name it in the video world, and we've got it going on. As well as that leads you into Video 2 and or broadcasting. So we live broadcast and stream and commentate all the sporting events, and so that's kind of how you'll get into all of that, as well as you get to create projects that are not only facing to the school and to the community, but just like the one you're watching right here was produced inside of our Video 1 and 2 class, which then newspaper feeds into Newspaper 2. Like I said previously, we don't have a print paper, so Newspaper 2 allows the opportunity to do things like placing our stories. You work on the back end of our website, so whether maybe project management is more your style, but you like the journalism world, that kind of allows you to double dip kind of both into those fields. Again, overarchingly, all those 4 classes, we consider them to be Ike Media, and so that houses things like graphic design, photography, whether it's like sports, we do portrait shoots, all those sorts of things. Anything from social media content, we create things for YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, and we've probably got some sort of account. And so it's a really cool opportunity to get to explore a wide variety of the journalism world. I'll let Miss Robinson kind of take it over to talk to you a little bit about yearbook 1 and 2.
I'm Miss Robinson, and I teach yearbook here at Eisenhower High School. When you come as an incoming freshman, you get the opportunity to take yearbook 1, which is an intro to journalistic class that teaches you photojournalism, captioning photos, writing first articles, and also the archiving process of the yearbook department. You also get an opportunity to learn some awesome Photoshop skills and design techniques through our yearbook software. Yearbook 1 is a prerequisite to Yearbook 2, which offers a mentorship program and has a lot of cool leadership opportunities within the school, including editor-in-chief, as well as assistant editor. You also get the opportunity to mentor students and are up for different internship opportunities at local teen magazines and things like that as well in Yearbook 2. So Yearbook 1 is a great opportunity to get some journalistic street cred to you as you come into high school. We have a wonderful pathway here with multiple different classes you can take, which will put you on that journalistic track.
Well, I'm Damian Hayes. I teach the computer science classes here at Eisenhower High School. Our computer science classes are in a pathway that's called the Programming and Software Development Pathway for CTE, which is Career and Technical Education. There are currently 3 classes in the Programming and Software Development Pathway: Introduction to Computer Programming in Python, Particular Topics in Computer Programming in C++, and Project Lead the Way Cybersecurity. In the introductory class, we learn the foundations of computer programming in Python, so all of the concepts that lead to writing a successful program. All of our assignments are hands-on, they are all interactive. Sometimes we'll focus on team projects, other times it'll be only individual projects. In C++, we have a pretty strong focus on team programs because the programs are much larger and are much better tackled with the team. But we continue working in programs branching off of the foundational skills we learned in Introduction to Computer Programming in Python. So with those 2 classes, you will have 2 of the most used languages in computer programming. And then our capstone class, which is the top-end class, is Project Lead the Way Cybersecurity. In this class, we learn how to be what's called a blue team or an ethical hacker, so that we can thwart the bad guys. So we can stop what they're doing, we can find the exploits, we can close the exploits, and then we can start remediation on those exploits. You don't have to be a computer programmer to do cybersecurity. Any networking, if you've done any of the IT Essentials or any of the IT classes, will have a good perspective on what we're doing. And any programmers are also going to have a good perspective on what we're doing. So I would be happy to take anybody with those kind of background skills, having already taken those classes here at the high school. It is a junior-senior only class. It is very much hands-on. In the entire programming and software development pathway, we're currently on a 3-year cycle where we go and visit the Innovation Campus at Wichita State, and we have a kind of a sit-down tour with a big company called NetApp. It's a great opportunity for us to see what happens after you take our classes here at Eisenhower and after you go on to the university, what the programming looks like there, what the cybersecurity looks like there, as well as the industry, what you would be doing if you decided to pursue it as a career. We have very strong connections with both Wichita State and NetApp. I hope to see you in our pathway, in programming and software development pathway. We have a lot of fun. We get to talk about and do things that nobody else in the school can understand what we're doing. It's a great opportunity to really get ahead in the computer science field.